Having a second passport, a second citizenship is now more important than ever. If you're wealthy, if you're a successful entrepreneur, investor, crypto investor, however you make your money, get yourself a second citizenship. You can use it for asset protection. You can use it to not be tied to one specific country, because we've seen in the past couple of years that you cannot be only tied to one country, whether it's for taxes or regulations or restrictions. You have to have a second home, a second passport that you can use all over the world, and you can get one in as little as 6 months, 3 to 6 months in 5 easy steps. How I got my passport over 1 year ago, I've now used it to travel to over 20 countries all over the world, from St. Kitts and Nevis, small beautiful islands in the Caribbean. The first step that you can do to get a second citizenship is to engage a lawyer or a firm that has lawyers. Since it's a citizenship application, you will need a lawyer to submit the application for you. Here at Wealthy Expat, we can definitely handle the whole process, make it very smooth. Once you engage the lawyer, once you pay them, you can pay upfront or 50-50, 50% upfront and then 50% later on. Once you pay the lawyer, you start looking for the documents that the country requests you. The documents depend on the specific country. The Caribbean countries require some documents. Serbia, for example, other citizenship by exception countries require other documents. It will take you around a month to get those documents. They're usually birth certificate, all apostille, police certificates all over the world. So as long as you don't have a criminal record, you should be fine. Even if you have a small criminal record or some misdemeanors, they can be pardoned, as well as places that you lived for the last years. You will need to show residency permits, citizenships all over the world, and overall a history of your life. These documents could sound complicated. You might see the list and think, oh my God, this is going to take me forever. I don't want to do this. But the lawyer and the firm that's helping you will help you get these documents as well. For example, here at Wealthy Expat, we can help you get documents apostille. We can help you get documents all over the world, make the process easier for you. So don't be scared when you see that big list of documents. It took me around 1 month to get all my documents ready, and then you submit them to the government and you pay some small fees. Once those documents are submitted, now due diligence starts. The country checks up on you. They see your history, they see your past, they make sure that you pass their test, because they want to maintain a good reputation around the world. They don't want to be seen as a trashy country. In the case of, for example, Vanuatu, they lost access to the EU and the Schengen area because they were approving a lot of people that should not have been approved. The Caribbean countries, in this case St. Kitts, they want to maintain that good reputation, that good visa-free access all over the world. So they check you and they will ask you some questions during the due diligence process, which takes around 4 months. So now we're at month 5. You started 1 month getting the documents, 4 months getting the approval, and then you get the approval letter. I was extremely happy when I got this letter. I'm going to be a dual citizen, and once you get this letter, you too will be happy. Then you make the donation payment. You have 2 ways of doing the citizenship: donation and real estate. In the case of real estate, you pay first, and then you get the approval. In the case of donation, you get the approval, and then you make the $125,000 or $150,000 payment. Once you pay, around 1 month later, you get your passport shipped to you or to your lawyer. You don't even have to go to the country. They make the process very simple. They ship the document over to you, and they also ship you your certificate of citizenship, which is very important to keep. Don't just throw it in the trash, because if you lose your passport, you need that certificate of citizenship to get a new passport, and now you are a dual citizen with a second passport. You can start using that passport all over the world. For example, I'm in Moscow, Russia right now, and I use my St. Kitts passport to get into Moscow. While all the Western countries don't have access to Russia, I have access to Russia. At the border, they looked at my passport, they thought it was cute, they asked me a couple of questions, and they let me into the country. And then I'm going to use the passport to go to Europe, and you can use it all over the world while maintaining that good reputation of the country because of their strict due diligence. In as little as 3 to 6 months from now, you could have a second passport. If you see the value in it, if you see the purpose of that insurance for your life, for asset protection, for getting banking all over the world, just for having a second home, if you see that you can't be tied to one country, then I definitely recommend it. Make sure you check this video out if you want to see the 10 countries all over the world that offer citizenship by investment, so that you can get yourself a second passport starting today. Watch it right now.